Smoking on booth and it's my weed. I check that bitch like I'm Mari. Sorry, bitch, I don't say sorry.
When talking about the NBA greats, you have to mention players like Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, Dirk Nowitzki, like players like that. These players won multiple championships and they're phenomenal players. But what about their kids? So LeBron James has a child. We should all know who he is by now. He's basically incorporated into the NBA. We know he's gonna make the NBA and we know he's going to be a phenomenal basketball player, but people think that he will be better than LeBron James, and I will just have to tell you, I don't agree with that. I do not think that Bronny James will be better than LeBron James. You see, this is a misconception. People think just because their player, or their dad, of these kids are great basketball players, they would turn out to be phenomenal basketball players, which is not the case. In Michael Jordan's case, his son, I'm just gonna have to say, he's terrible. He didn't even make the college basketball team due to his skill set. He made it because of his academics and he was smart. I get it. He's just not that basketball type of guy. But many people thought there would be a next MJ. They thought there would be, another throne. But it just seems that it's not happening. And this happens to many great basketball players. But if we're talking about average basketball players, basketball players that are role players, then it's a different story. Their kids can outshine them. Like Del Curry, for example. He was a good shooter and he passed down the shot to Stephen Curry. He wasn't the best shooter in the league, but he was an okay shooter. He was a shooter that was able to knock down his shots if need be. Stephen Curry, he adapted to it and he got better. And we can see that Stephen Curry is hands down the best three-point shooter in the NBA. Bronny, for example, he will not be the player that his father was, but he will be a great player. I guarantee you that he will have better handles than his dad, and also he probably might have a better shot than his dad. But would he be playing to the caliber that LeBron James is? I don't think so. Although LeBron James says that Bronny is playing at a higher caliber than he was at his age. He's adapting quickly. What do you expect? He's the son of an NBA player. He had no choice but to get great and get better at the game of basketball. LeBron James wasn't. So he didn't have the opportunity to play basketball at that high caliber as Bronny is going to be playing in. So this is the reason why it gives the child, Bronny, a hands up. It just gives him that leverage because he has the pieces in his favor. LeBron James didn't have it. LeBron James had a dream and he had grit, and that made him to who he is today. And that is something that Bronny won't have. He will not have the grit that LeBron James had as a kid, and that's facts. Bronny was not being brought up in a single parent household. He wasn't struggling. He didn't have his parents struggling to pay bills night after night. He's in a pretty stable, or should I say one of the most stable households that you can be in. He don't have to worry about anything. All he have to do is playing basketball, and that to him is like a hobby. But to LeBron James at that age, that was a job. It was something that he had to do in order to get his parents, or should I say his mom, out of the situation that he was stuck in due to his father leaving him and being in a bad area of Ohio. The competition back then for LeBron James as well was a little bit more, it was on the rougher side. More players were more aggressive. They were more physically fit than nowadays. This generation is more lean instead of where LeBron James were. Most players are actually a little bit more built than others, even quicker and way more athletic. So you can see there's a difference and there's a change to this father-son duel. You can see that the new generation is more about shooting, being more quick, dribble moves, while back then for LeBron James, he did some type of dribble moves. The shot was important as well, getting to the rim, but the all-around game was what makes a player in LeBron James' decade or era more important than just focusing on one particular thing. LeBron James is able to shoot threes, he's able to use great footwork, able to get to the rim on will, he's quick, and that's something that he has built all around. But unlike most younger players, they don't have an all-around game, nor do they focus on getting a better all-around game. You can see them practicing on their shots, on their handling move, or on their footwork, but they really don't do it all together. You guys already know who it is. It's your boy Davey. Leave a like if you like this video, smash that subscribe button, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, links will be down in the description, and leave a comment down below if you really think that Bronny will be better than LeBron James. And I'm out.
I'm about to cheese in the garb. Yo, bitch, she a thought tryna take off her top. Ooh, my brother just burned off the lot. Had to go cop a phone just to drop at the top. Ooh, I gotta watch for the ops, put a drum on the Glock. That's a whole 100 shots. Niggas won't beef with the gang on the web, but whole time they be telling the cops.
I'm up in traffic, know that my pistol be clapping. Run up, you thinking I'm lagging. Bitch, I'm a savage. I ain't never ran from shit. Bitch, I be letting them have it.